Oh, hey, man. Welcome to this week's episode of Expand the Universe. I'm your host, the greatest American ever lived, the SRGBLSS. At least you got about three-quarters of my face there. And I am joined by the first ever Super Show gold medalist captain, Mr. Drew Masson, the TVA commissioner, as well as Mr. CCC Rambo Apocalypse. He's got himself a CCC win that he's cashed in. He's pulled some strings to get it expedited, as well as a wonderful gift from the Super Show community to Mrs. Apocalypse tonight. How you folks doing here?
Oh, it's a great day on vacation right now. Decided to spend it with you and Brian Schmidt. What in the hell am I thinking? But here we are. You got the fine print. You got Rambo Apocalypse. You got the TVA commissioner. And, last night it started strong with exclamation point Barry of Barry and Brian Schmidt. And it was a beautiful thing. Let's just keep the good times rolling today. Drewby, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm up early. I had to pick up some dog feces to get myself paid this morning because I'm not exactly John Polverino, but if my vet tells me, "Hey, bring in a fecal sample and your visit is free, and we'll give you $100 gift card," I'm all
Speaking
for
of
it.
dog feces, how is John Polverino doing?
Wow.
Oh, baby. Love it.
That's going to be bad when he comes in later. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm hoping that you guys get a bad case of dice rust, being that you're in the finals of Faction Wars and kind of sitting pretty.
You're telling me, man. I got dudes preparing for both options, and I'm like, you could just wait instead.
Yeah. Oh, I think that logo came out pretty dope, actually.
It looks sick.
Yeah, it does look nice.
All right, so we're cooking. We're just straight up going in. We're doing a hey man here. Awesome work by Michael Denoyer from Miss Apocalypse. I had just something percolating. I'm gonna see what we can do here. First, let's do the stat line for Miss Apocalypse.
Yep. And let's see. We've got Power 8. We got Tech 10.
Okay.
Agility 9. Strike 7. Sub 6. And Grapple 5.
Nice. So I was thinking, and I'll try to think of a way to phrase it where it works out good. Something that punishes your opponent for rolling badly, like she doesn't like the poors and the paupers, and like
absolutely.
rewards you for doing well. So like my first guess thing was like during the turn roll, if your opponent rolls 7 or less, their gimmick is blank. So like all the like people who get the rewards for rolling low, like she shuts that off, right? And like obviously it's not as strong as like a night terror, so she would get something else that like gives her a bonus. So I was thinking like if your opponent rolls 7 or less, their gimmick is blank, and then maybe I don't know if 8 or more would be too good, but like she got some sort of effect that was like okay.
I love it. I think that's a great idea.
So
now, do I know what the upper should be? No, but I
don't
love
know.
the 7
right?
or less.
Yeah, because like during the turn roll when like at first I was thinking like when you roll 10, you draw a card and bury one. That's kind of like chamomile tea. I don't know what you would do, or like hammerstone.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is chamomile tea, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like
this is seven or less gimmick blanking is funny if she ever goes against like Amazing Red, me, Burial.
Oh, a lot of really, really good characters, right? And then I don't like. Would it be like if you roll 8 or higher during the next turn roll? If you bump, it's +1. Like I don't, that might be kind of interesting.
I like that. Not bad.
Is that like?
They need to be punished
Not
more.
really. Some of these people are
like red.
yeah.
Darn, I rolled a 5. I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
Now, and I was about to say, I don't know whether it should be just during the turn roll, just to counter specifically those, or I guess you need to say their gimmick is blank for how. Oh, okay, so it's just during the turn roll that it's blank.
Yeah.
Not the whole round. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I was about to say, I roll 5 as mimic. My gimmick is blank for the turn. I die. Yeah, very easy. I'm like a vacation commissioner who just rolls strike and just is killed by 1,000 shoes.
All right. Is this way broken?
Well, we can't see it. Got pulled up.
We'll get there. When your opponent's turn roll is 7 or less, their gimmick is blank. When your turn roll is 8 or greater, if you would bump on the next turn, your opponent's roll is -1 instead. So
it is a lot.
Yeah.
As you can tell by the text.
Yeah.
But it's not a complicated lot. It's not like it's wall of text lot.
Yeah, no, it's not wall of text.
And the best part is it's during the turn roll. So like you said, it's not like you're blanking their gimmick until, the next turn.
Would it be better if it was like both revolving around your opponent's turn roll?
Probably.
If your opponent's is 7 or less, they're blank. If it's not, if you would bump on the next turn, their roll's -1. Like.
So a couple things. Flame Fighter saying sad Flame Fighter noises. Seeing this. Princess Nika says feels like a tornado gimmick. And then.
So she wins bumps half of the time. So it'd be like you have a 50-50 chance, then a 1 in 6, right? So it'd be 1/2 and 1/6, right? Because this is really not the top half of this is like doesn't do anything against a large portion of the field, right? Because you got to take it's only turn roll gimmicks that are being blanked,
right?
And then it's only half of the turn roll gimmicks that are being blanked.
Right. Yeah. I was looking at it's like yes, little screw over red, me, Ariel, people that gimmick on like 6s and stuff, but it's like Witch Hunter General skates by because it's an 8.
Correct.
Yeah. And she's like the upper echelon.
Oh yeah, MVP gets the hammer.
And Adriana D.
F them kids, says Mr. Popular.
That's right.
Okay, but if they roll 8 or higher, then they would lose the next turn if they bumped. Right? That's where, if you put it this way, if you took it, changed it.
When their turn roll is 8 or greater, if they bump, you just win the next turn roll.
Yeah, your gimmick would be on. So like they couldn't bolt ever hit.
Right.
When your opponent's turn roll is 7 or less, their gimmick is blank. If it is 8 or greater, if you bump on the next turn roll, your opponent's roll is -1 instead. So it would never, if they rolled a 10 and you rolled a 9, have no effect.
Right.
I think that's fair. I think it could help with all these floats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have a faction logo?
She does.
Nice. Drop that
right
in the
there,
chat.
baby. Throw it on there.
It's in the Facebook chat already, Steve.
Okay.
The big picture one.
She's going to be the next Faction Wars hero. Now she's going to hear what Faction Wars is and just start laughing at us.
You want me to be on the bench?
You want me to play this game?
The bench doesn't do anything, apparently.
It can't. No, I got Keenan Meadows. He's been good vibes, man. He never looks at the chat. We're good. To be fair, when I asked Keenan, I was like, "Listen, man, you're gonna want to mute it eventually." I completely understand. This is the chat with the Possum King.
We'll call you.
Yeah,
you know?
This is the chat with Angela and the Possum King. I understand it. it was like no, because Apostle Cake is very stream of consciousness, so he'll send multiple messages in a row that could have been one if he just sat and typed the whole thing. So you'll hear it go bling, 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 bling.
Oh, yeah.
So
Is Angela on your team?
Yep.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's the
she
Worlds
cooking.
player. Yeah.
Yeah.
She just 2-0 James Booker.
Oh,
Playing
man,
Rah
who
Rah
was,
Perry.
It's you know what, Rah Rah. There are a couple characters that I won't put on blast that I think are super good, and that like I feel they fly under the radar. I'm not gonna say Rah Rah's under the radar. She was a number one pick, right? But like to
She was
me,
1-1.
Rah Rah is considerably worse in this format than open play, and she's still like a top dog. Like that's like a true testament of how freaking good she is.
So
You
yeah,
know?
even though
Because
you
you could like
can,
somewhat prepare for her, right? But like even the
right.
preparation is not really enough.
Well, the thing is too, it's like you could prepare with like the can't be stopped by follow-up cards and whatever, but then you are playing objectively weaker cards just to deal with her gimmick. Like
Yeah, I mean
and
some,
that's the
but like
thing,
you could run a break the seal, right, instead of something, or
yeah, they
kind of hope.
stuff like that, and it's like Booker, he had like handful of hair. We're gonna get that guy holder right there, and then I think backpack stunner, and then tried to hit the finish strike, and it worked for a little bit, and then it's just like, well, anytime he throws that finish strike, she's just gonna like 15 into finish grapple would be fine.
Who's he using and who is she using? She was Rah Rah. He was.
Oh, you know who Booker was using? Big Bad Bobby D.
Oh yeah, how could I forget?
Yeah, and ironically, he wasn't using any of Big Bad Bobby D's strike finishes.
Really?
He was using leg drop off the ladder. He was in a TLC, and the tiebreaker was a ladder match.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Big brain.
it's like you had several good Big Bad Bobby D finishes to choose from. One caused a kerfuffle.
There have been many of the kerfluffles in this one. My team has been quite nice, I would say. I think other teams have been in much more of an uproar.
Oh, absolutely.
Where did the top of my screen go? What the heck?
I don't know.
Saboteur?
No.
Schmidt, what did you do?
The hell? I saved our fucking.
500. Pay it right now. Time's up.
I stopped.
Right now.
I stopped before I even.
Did
Yeah,
you?
you
Would you
stopped
leave
it, yeah.
off the G?
Yeah, right? The punctuation you left off that one, Schmidt. Jeez.
Listen.
I can't find. Yeah, somebody help me out.
I hold on. I got my Leia's just.
No, we don't need you, Schmidt. Let's talk to somebody who's not bimbling and babbling and stumbling, mumbling, rumbling.
Folks, say hello to
This is it.
Tyru in the YouTube chat. Tyru the Shogun.
He's back. The best.
Shogun.
Man, he's good to see the Shogun. What's up, Mr. Shogun?
Hi, Jeff.
All right, where was I?
What is that?
I fixed it somehow.
Okay.
No, we got enough of the big picture here.
Colby saying he's like, I'm pretty sure he has like a flush of holder right there. So I was like, yeah, you gotta get your captain one. I'm pretty sure I bought like 3 from Colby.
Hold it right there.
Wait, that's the funny part is like because Hold It Right There came out like around the same time as Hold It Right There. So when Zach plays Handful of Hair Gets Me, I'm like, what the hell is that? It was this poverty Hold It Right There. You're not getting a +1 to the turn roll. I'm sick.
You got that hair keyword though here.
It does have hair keyword and hand.
Yeah. Fast Hand Cam and Michael. That was like the original files, and like before they printed, I was like, these need to be stronger.
Yeah.
And just one of the other ones kind of still got it.
Hey boss, while you're formatting, the early idea for the Real Beaters trio was keyword based involving hand choke chicken.
Oh boy. We're going down in a ball of flames here.
Drew,
Yeah, that's
cringe
pretty
was
great.
last week. We don't need it tonight. This week.
I was
It's
about to
not
say-
cringe.
That's a-
What's cringe about it?
Go ahead and send for the man.
Nope.
What's the name of this one?
Watch for the shoe.
Should this be a DQ?
I believe it would be. Don't you think so?
It is using a weapon.
Yeah.
All right, so let's make it real good.
But however, I used a podium in my finish, and it is not a weapon.
Well,
not
that's
a
true.
DQ.
Yeah, right. Like you
Me
could
too.
throw people into the ring steps, right? Like
Yeah.
the barricade. I feel like throwing people
Yeah.
into props.
This, however, is a foreign object as a stabbing weapon rather than a pummeling weapon.
I don't know. I sit here and I think, what would be more devastating, getting hit by a shoe or a podium?
Spike shoe is pretty bad.
Yeah, I was about to say, as you saw with John Moxley's back, getting spiked with something's
Ugh.
pretty tough.
That was horrible.
That was horrible.
That.
Just well with it. It was like a Wednesday night too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dynamite.
I can't believe they jobbed my man Christian out, man. Like, that was-
Right.
come on,
So
he's so
upset
good.
about that.
Like, listen, you mean to tell me Christian versus Edge for the AEW title is not like a huge money match? Like, I feel like that's insane. You know?
The only hope that I have right now is Swerve beats Moxley for the belt. Like, and don't get me wrong, like you
Love
can ask
Swerve.
all my friends, like I'm a huge Mox fan.
Read his
But
book.
I hate the way the Death Riders are. I love the Blackpool Combat Club. It was
Yeah.
fantastic. I hate Death Riders. Like it is just so I don't know. It's like NWO light, and I can't get behind the Death Riders. So I hope my boy Swerve wins that belt.
I heard something. I don't know how reliable it is. I'm just gonna say it anyway for the
Yeah.
sake of saying it. I heard that Swerve is in talk with WWE.
He is not going back to WWE because he recently did an interview about how, which I mean, he could go back now, I guess, with Triple H in charge, but it was basically Booker T talking about,
And the N-word,
how
yeah.
nobody got
Yeah.
pushed that's African American. And he said, how can you basically support him when he said the N-word in front of you, like that's completely disrespect, that whole thing. So
Yeah,
Swerve recently did that interview.
yeah. I saw that. I mean, he's
But-
not wrong, right?
According to Swerve, after this last contract, he's done. This is his last 5 years, and he's going to call it But MJF has also said the same thing, that he said after this contract runs out, I'm done as well. So does that mean done with AEW or done with wrestling in general?
He should have to cover that tattoo, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, he got it removed.
No, he didn't.
He didn't.
Did he? I'm asking.
Yeah, no, he got it removed. Yeah, the double or nothing or whatever it was he had on his ankle is gone.
No way.
Yeah.
That's- wow, that's not conviction, man. Holy God, he really already?
Yep.
That's
He must have
crazy.
just been like, "This is a
Crazy.
dumb idea." Oh my God.
YouTube chat right now. Tyru saying Tony Khan doesn't have a clue to book anything but the Tony Storm storyline.
I agree, and I mean, I love Thunder Tits on on the show. Like Renee broke, like that was the best. It was like me on Sunday Night Fights. Like she just absolutely cracked as soon as she said that.
Who said that?
Tony Storm. So Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm were teaming last night, and they were known previously as Thunderstorm, right?
Yeah.
That was their tag team name. But Tony Storm, without missing a beat, just looks and says, "We are Thunder Tits," and like it broke Renee.
Slamilton, I think that can. Oh, it's turn roll, not during turn. Slamilton.
During
So
during
what-
turn roll, so it would probably blank the trigger,
for Mr. Ray.
but it depends, like because it would turn off the because it's Mr. A. Is that next turn roll or during that same one? Let's see. He's saying, "Would this gimmick blank Mr. Ray?" Is the question, boss.
Yeah.
How does he read when you roll technique for your
When you
turn?
roll technique, which is 7, on the next turn, you may switch one card in your hand with one card in your discard pile.
It says on the next turn, then definitely not. Yeah,
On the
it
next
would
turn.
then Mr. A would definitely be blank.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it wouldn't
it
blank
said-
a next turn trigger.
If it said during your turn, if you rolled technique for your turn roll, you may switch one card in your hand.
Yeah, full text. When you roll technique for your turn roll, once on the next turn, you may switch one card in your hand with one card in your discard pile.
So,
That would be blank. Yeah.
wow.
Right?
It would-
Is there agreement there?
I mean, it's on that one.
If
Yeah,
it was
it-
worded like this, during your turn, if you rolled technique for your turn roll, you may switch one card in your hand, one card in your discard pile. I would say she would not blank that. But since it says on your next turn, like your gimmick was blank during that trigger, there was
Yeah,
no.
it would blank the trigger, I would think,
Yeah.
because it's like, well, I'm gonna swap it. It's like how your gimmick was blank when it triggered.
And Mabata brings up a good point. Just bump your tech up to an 8. Solves the problem.
That's true.
Yeah.
There you go. No
Yeah,
problem.
That's true.
I mean, she'll be easier to tech against, in a book match. Maybe in, open play it'd be a little more difficult, but I mean, it's not impossible to tech
Unless you're
against.
Ariel. Unless you're on
yeah.
a 5. Yeah, if it's a 7 trigger, you're fine.
I'm gonna go
It's like, what am I gonna run? Bump my strike
wonderful.
up
You
to
gotta do
an
wonderful
8.
championship bugs and then turn roll boost.
Yeah, TVA commissioners in
You
hell.
could 718, press
Yeah.
slam into it. That would still work.
Saying New Wong would be hurt. If it's a 5,
Yeah.
go F yourself, says
I mean,
Kirk.
that's what she says all the time anyway, so it works out because
New Wong would be
I'm
hurt
getting,
if he
I'm
triggers
getting the
on
John
the
P
5.
trigger. Every time you guys name these characters, they're gonna get hurt. It's like you hear the tell. It's like General Lee Wong.
There's-
Ariel's down. Amazing Red's down. Adriana D. Keep it coming, baby. Keep it
I
coming.
don't
Who else getting
care.
hurt? Yeah.
Your Triad champion asking, is the gimmick blanking immediate?
Yes, just during the turn roll.
No, so
yeah,
it
that's a good
would
point. Who's that?
there would have to
Brock.
be a roll
That was
off. There
Brock.
would
That was go. Yeah.
if it's immediate, then there wouldn't be a roll off. If there is not,
Interesting. Should it be immediate?
This one's kind of like new. Well, I guess technically new Fotista too, because if it's immediately,
Did I spell it? This is not right, right? How do
no,
spell
you
immediate?
absolutely
Yeah.
butchered immediately.
All right, let's spell it. One at a time.
Yeah.
I'm hopped up on sinus medication right now, folks. All right. Alright.
I was about to say you actually put the honey wine in there, mead. I am. Let's see. Why is the
Brock saying rip to all the characters I play. Titan going #power 11.
Oh yeah, Power 11 numero uno is fine, Brock.
Mhm.
Probably. Well, no. I guess it
Ah.
wouldn't matter because if you roll 10, like the 7 doesn't matter, right? Yeah, it's
'Cause-
IMMED. Okay, yeah, you get it.
Because if I rolled a 5 and they triggered on a 7, then theirs would just go first. I think this needs immediately, or it's really, really situational.
Yeah, then it's you have to win a roll off, which that could happen a lot.
Well, not even, right? Because if I rolled a 6 and they rolled a 7 and triggered, they would just trigger first.
Oh yeah, I think. Let's see.
Yeah.
Um,
Like for it to be a roll off, you'd have to both trigger on 7, right?
no,
Oh, no.
because yeah, you're both
they're both
both of them
triggering
would
on-
happen during the turn roll.
Yeah, they would
And,
both be. They would both.
and
be
they both
preparing their
depend on
opponent.
that
Yeah,
person's
yeah.
roll. So that you rolling a 7 wouldn't matter.
Yeah, so you're right. So honestly, just to not roll off every turn, it should just be immediate.
It's turn roll only there, Kirk.
Yeah, Kurt. We had that discussion already, Kurt. Because
Yeah.
because she can't. If I roll a 5 on Vacation Commissioner, I'm not getting screwed.
So OG Cocabana's gimmick would always be blank, asking Michael Kirk.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it goes.
Not always, right? I mean, if you're playing
you could
turn
blank
roll
her
bumps,
gimmick.
no, but like turn roll bumps would not do
Huh.
that.
You could also blank her gimmick.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's not.
Yeah.
If you played like surprise hit and you
Yeah.
rolled submission into an 8 and lost, like you wouldn't be blank.
Yeah, man. That's a card I play in all of my decks. Surprise.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
But yes. So, all right, when your opponent's turn roll, just don't be poor. You have to have the high.
Don't be poor.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
be
You can
poor.
go find your doctor, get that Diagra prescription. All the big wigs are doing it nowadays. So If you bump on the next turn, roll your point. So she
I-
wins 50% of bumps.
Yes.
I am cracking up internally reading the chat because Mythical Pancake
Oh, yeah.
calling Schmidt the concierge.
Is this card too good? This is fine, right?
2 to power, 2 to strike, 3 to
That's a
sub.
lot. It's a DQ finish, but it's a lot.
I was about to say, crime doesn't pay, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Like if I feel like if you dropped it down
What's
to one less point, it's like a sharpshooter. I don't know.
Let's see.
what's her stats again?
So power 8 to a 10, strike would be 7 to a 9, and sub would be 6 to a 9. So
you
you
get
still
that
got the
veteran
botch of the
referee
5.
Steve Dumang in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Veteran ref helps out a lot with this one.
Whatever's the honorable ref, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so far I think it's fine. It's like the Bobby O thing, right?
Right. Shout out
boy.
Bobby O. I love me some Bobby
The
O.
one you love to know, mother loving Bobby Ohio. He's the best. Where's he been?
No.
No idea. I haven't spoken to him in a bit.
He should be world champ one day.
He should be.
You gotta show up to matches though.
Candyman.
Candyman looked like she enjoying this a little too much. It's all I know.
Yeah. Oh boy.
A shocker to all.
Yeah. I see both those hands. This is definitely not a shot. All right. We promise you less cringe, but we're still.
Nope.
No, I was about to say.
We've gone to
Baby,
Netflix,
this is
folks.
180 from what you had last week.
Yeah,
This
you
is top
have
tier entertainment.
You have the real beater here. You can't be shocked.
Just
Yeah, I saw that, and I saw the smile on Candleman's face, and I was like, "This is perfect." Like that just makes everything that she's just smiling so happily with. And whenever you're ready for the name, I have the perfect name for
What is it?
as
Ready?
well. The Hollywood ending trademark.
Oh man. TM.
TM, please.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh boy. And then what's the grapple finish called?
The grapple is Death of Glamour.
Glamour, but
Well, it's pronounced by Mariah May.
Oh, I
but,
see.
I
Yeah.
mean, sure, we can
Yeah.
say glamour, but
yeah,
you know, all of these are kind of these are all kind of nods to
I don't
Tony.
watch it.
You're good, baby.
Yeah.
But yes,
I read it in
glamour.
the chat as glamour, so that's all I was like.
No, you're good, baby.
I'm shocked at the spelling that we would get from Steve if it was actually glamour. It would definitely be More.
Glamour.
Princess Nika asking, do you have to pay extra to get hit with that sub finish?
Oh boy. Schmidt, you paid his fine yet? What's going on? You trying to skate by here with these no punctuation?
I'll shut off the
thing?
stream. We're good. We'll deny the people the entertainment here. Fine.
I could just message Calais to see we
Exclamation point,
Of
Barry,
course, yeah.
folks. Make sure you get those out there.
Somebody
Do it
get
for
Schmidt
your
some help
consigliere.
here, man. Come on.
No,
And
Steve,
listen.
Steve, they rather bury me than pay for the fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but if we don't get the fine paid, we can't bury him. We won't be here.
Listen, you need to leave this man alone. He's undefeated in Faction Wars.
He is.
I'm
He
excited.
took it all.
So, do we have an update?
Tonight.
Okay, cool.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
I listen. I love when people are undefeated coming into my teams, man. Chuck was undefeated on Naito before I slapped him down 2-0. Colby was undefeated before Dan slapped him 2-0. He did win the buddy building. Colby also, unfortunately, was undefeated going into the real beaters, which Polverino is very happy about. Him botching 3 S5s.
Oh,
That's tough.
It's. I mean, listen. The S5 is such an absurd finish. To botch it 3 times is fucking dumb. Like that is the. Sorry, I will pay the 500.
Boy.
Colby definitely. Yeah, I got you. I got you. It's right here, Bombada.
Slamilton saying all TVA creative competitors booked for Miso Mania. Oh man.
I'm gonna ask Mike to just edit this to a blue background.
Oh.
Yeah, there's your 500 bits.
Thank you,
There
sir.
it is.
Appreciate it. I could eat.
What a man of honor.
I'm gonna go buy a 5-pack of ramen right now.
Let's go.
I'm living off that. Oh my god, yeah. And this one is the glamour shot.
Well,
Death by Glamour?
I like that, but I had the Death of Glamour, GLAMOUR.
That's why. Yeah,
I was about to say, let me go ahead and spell it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, if you definitely did glamour, it would be GLAMORE.
GLAMOUR. There you go.
See, you had to say it as glamour. It was gonna be glamour phonetically. You can't trust it. You can't trust people to be in on the bit. You have to spell it out.
Go ahead and spell it out for you. GLAMOUR.
Did you see his latest promo video? I'm not even sure what he was advertising, but it was amazing. He just went on like a 3-minute rant, and he's just so good on the mic.
God,
we
saw them in Nashville so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Cass reunited on the Cruise of Jericho. That's pretty cool.
That's neat.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. I was thinking, I don't know.
God damn it. God damn it, Hamilton.
Talk about me.
This explains a lot.
It does. Funny, I was in a basement movie in college called The Glamour Shot.
College boy Todd, man.
That paid about what, $500-600, Todd? Do
Pennies.
a couple more of these, and we'll put you in the grand pack.
That wasn't a movie, Slamilton. They were just stealing your kidney.
See, $20. Hey, listen, man. A wise man once said, $20 is $20.
It is indeed $20. Let's see. Your opponent draws 3 cards. Their next 3 turn rolls are -2.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like it.
I feel like you get that big climax, and then you just dead for a little bit.
Oh, God damn it! I love it. I love it.
Pretty good.
Well, it is like kind of like the double-edged thing. It's like, yeah, your opponent got to draw 3 cards, so that's nice.
I mean,
oh, never mind.
How about that? Is that good? That's better.
Each player draws 3 cards in their next.
Well, now you're both
rolls.
climaxed.
I was about to say, now we're both.
Oh wait, then their next 3 turn rolls.
Yeah, I was about to say
each
then
players. I mean,
no. I didn't mean that. But...
I was about to say that's funny. It's like, all right, we're each gonna get 3 cards, and our turn rolls for the next 3 are gonna be back hurting numbers.
Michael Kirk saying, for me, glamour shots will be those cheesy soft lighting mall photos.
And not wrong. That is basically what they became.
What did he say? Glamour shots will be what? Because I think we have
the soft lighting mall photos. Like you take your kids to the mall and just like the weird
the
background.
Photos,
yeah.
Mike, you better not ever ask to take my kids for glamour shots at the mall, okay? I don't care what your interpretation of that is, Mr. Kirk.
It also reminds me of like picture day at
Yeah.
like elementary school. The glamour shot for the yearbook. I never dress up for picture day. Not
What
once.
can we do for this one? Should it be a table bonus or no? I don't know if that.
It would make sense, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Princess Nika asking what's a mall.
if you have a table in play, you may re-roll your finish roll.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Play unacceptable impact.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Number 7's real good.
Oh,
Carlos saying, lucky I had to dress up for picture day. Or
set
he
up
got-
the table into this is great too, right? If you have a car with table.
Always like some re-rolls because my first roll be trash.
What was your grapple? It's like hitting 2 finishers. It's awesome.
It's a 5, I think. Grapple 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you shocked by that?
No, in my head I had it as high grapple for some reason.
That's because you hear high tech, high agility. You assume it's grapple 8, but
Yeah.
this one's power 8.
Innately.
Yeah. The Gia stat line that infected the DWO and then several other people.
Table stonks just went up, folks.
There are a lot of tables.
Call the hotline.
Is this good enough? I mean, if you want to get wild, you could do like a kissing booth, right? Which is hilarious. There's so many levels. If
The
you like
kissing booth into the Hollywood ending.
Yeah.
I mean, the secondary effect basically means if they break out, your pass and bury game is sick. Like, because their next 3 turn rolls are -2. You
I
can
mean,
get
yeah,
all
at the
your
end of the
cards
game,
back.
it's super good.
Yeah. And if it's high crowd meter, finish roll +1 could be enough, man.
Yeah. All right. I think it's all right.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. It looks good to me.
This is where all the numbers are anyway.
Yeah. That's going to be blanked with. They say crime doesn't pay.
I was about to say, Impact is family about to become crime doesn't pay at TVA locals, boy.
Mhm. What's that? What you saying? We getting a little froggy? Is that what we gonna have to do instead?
Maybe.
Have to do a little froggy.
A moonsault leg drop. I hit balls
Right.
with that in Olympics.
Love that moonsault leg drop. It's
Oh
so
yeah.
good.
What about I was just making some random spectacle cards just to have in the back pocket, but I wonder if it would be like good to make a spectacle that you could unblank your card for 1 turn. Might be a terrible idea, right?
Oh, that would be fun.
Right.
What would be the requirements to meet that?
I don't
though?
know.
Like,
It'd have to
Yeah.
be pretty steep, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like you'd have to be behind to get your bonus back, right? But
Yeah, I have a horrifying vision of you doing this, and Bombada gets to unblank his grapple finish as hardcore champion with Spencer Vance, and just we're back,
We're back.
we're
We're
back.
so
I'm hitting
back,
you with the
yeah.
wombo combo again.
what's his wombo combo there?
Spencer Vance grapple finish. He can discard it to pick up a different finish.
Oh yeah, it's really good. Very
It's
good.
so good. It's so good. It's like, I'll
Yeah.
just pick up this code red statted strike. Oh, by the way, it's no
Okay,
DQ too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also like that grapple has 9 to a 10 anyway.
Yeah,
And
one
I
of them
feel-
is DQ, right? So you could like
The
pick
strike is DQ, but
Mm.
he himself
Good
makes
pick.
it no DQ anyway.
but it's
so
a no DQ format. Yeah.
yeah.
Bombada's
Bomba-
like, print that yesterday. He needs that spec yesterday.
Bombada, I've talked about this deck and my deck on like 3 different platforms now. Like,
Right.
and we had one person who listened for most of it, and then Ref Dave played a generic strike.
Huh.
You know what? Sitting here thinking about it, you know what would be fun? You should have Steve on stat cards sometime.
That would be fun. I'm just gonna let Trey go at him.
What is the show? I'm not trolling. I'm not
Trey and I have a
sure
show
what
on
that
Big
is.
Picture Premium where we go over deck lists, talk about the lines we like. We had Ref Dave on, and we were talking about his hardcore championship shot that he lost, and going over stuff like we had Trey's Wendigo deck after it won the CAC. I tell anecdotes and some of my decks about how I mind effed Johnny Korea in Faction Wars by playing only one skill card accidentally, and he couldn't believe me.
Huh.
We played for 2 hours. He saw every card in my deck, and he was absolutely certain that I would not be dumb enough to only have one skill card, and I'm just sitting there with just catch twist kick, and I'm like, that was it. And he was like, I think it's skull busting swing at 16, and then it's like, no, I used Steel City Showdown like 3 times, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, he was like, does he have Atomic Slap? No, he can't run Atomic Slap, and I'm like, yeah, I sure can't. Trey's over here dying. Because
you throw people off their game. It's great. That's my favorite thing to do is to play a derailed against Pate, even if it doesn't make sense. Yeah. Just because I know it's going to shake him to his core.
Yeah, Brian, it was so funny because I told him it's like, yeah, take your time, record my deck. I don't care. Like it's like share information's fine. And I was like, and he would ask me questions, and I would answer them truthfully, but he didn't ask me what my other skill card was. He said, "Did I see your other skill card?" And I said, "No."
Huh.
You did not lie.
So that's why I was like, never lied to him.
I did not lie. What team was he on?
Big Picture.
Man,
yeah, they were around.
Can you believe 29-28?
What?
We are 29-28 going to the last game.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah.
And then Masick and Harm City Hitman have to then play for
an Underworld shot,
which is like insanity. It's like
I laughed so hard when Bob told me that was the matchup. I was like, I know you didn't plan it, but it is way funnier now.
Yeah, it's really really crazy. Where is this thing?
I mean, they have till June 1st, so.
Oh, to play for the Underworld.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? Because my mind was
is it the same characters?
I was like, excuse me?
Yes, yes, it is. It is the Faction Wars matchup. It is straight up the Faction Wars matchup. That's why it's so funny.
It's Brett the Melonhead versus King Kong Dundee. Yeah, it's legitimately the same exact competitors.
I had.
They should just do double or nothing with this game that they're playing tonight.
I had a suggestion that was turned down, and I don't know. You got
can't believe it.
With
that smile, I can't believe it.
Press 1P is head hunting here.
Oh boy.
You know, anybody who's an enemy, Jonathan too. You've made an enemy for life with Press 1P.
Oh, that's so mean considering he won a CAC with Thu's deck.
Yeah.
Which one? Which one?
Mila Mai.
Mila Mai.
In Atlanta. First Atlanta.
Pete
stayed with them too.
He had the opportunity to play and not take a free win, and he took it. I want to see him go down in Faction Wars. It's like, oh man, this is brutal. But I had suggested as a fair solution, rather than disqualify my opponents for missing the deadline, because things do happen, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes the track record is not great. But I had suggested that it was a best of 3 series, and if Masick won game 1, the series was over. But if he lost game 1, it continued as normal. So then he'd have to win 2 straight. He was like not awarded a game. He was like awarded like a half a game.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that the other day.
Which I feel like that's a good solution to a missed deadline, right? Like,
yeah, I get
forcing
that.
somebody to win in general, not just for me. Like it's like, all right, you're not going to lose, but here's your penalty.
Representing the other team, I would of course say hell no as well.
Yeah, I mean, I could have fought and said he missed his deadline 3 times, we're taking the win. But
Yeah. Oh,
as an
hey, listen,
alternative, right?
listen.
Yeah.
That was all. That was all. That's probably what we would have done. Like we were up against it because it's like Grump hurt his back, and it's like we had. Luckily, we put the kibosh on old Chuck and made it so Grump didn't have to play. Otherwise, they were.
What was the final score?
31-15.
Oh yeah, so not even that close, right?
No, well, Schnurr put up a lot because him on donation is just horrifying, as I know.
Yeah.
But no, I lost a mistake. The key was because of the advantage. We needed to win our divisional matchups, which we did. I agree, Schmidt child.
I know that was Schmidt. I was like, man, that was the smartest thing he said all day.
Wow. Wow. I could have.
Woo!
Wow. The man who saved Prime Wave from being eliminated. Yeah, that's nice.
He's never gonna live this down. He's gonna be bringing that up for a while.
And
Add one more to the Schmidt-Berry counter.
Yeah.
I mean, I am the only world champion in the Prime Wave. Former world champion in the Prime Wave. Just saying.
See what you've done, boss. And you gave him Deathmatch King, so you gave him a broke ass competitor, so he can back this up.
I don't want the world title. I want the underworld. But
I know. Still.
All these cool pictures,
Yeah, Bombarda, you wouldn't be hardcore champion without me. Get over it. It happens.
Oh snap!
No, he said Bombarda said you wouldn't be world champ without me, and I'm like, yeah, man. People get help. We get it. I know you admit it, which is the reason I'm still talking to you.
What did you do for Mr. Bombarda?
I gave him the dance.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was going to guess.
And I've helped him in match, like tagging for matches. He asked me for advice and stuff.
Where'd you get this logo?
Larry made it for me.
Does he have one without the background?
Yes, I can. I emailed it to Schmidt. I can email it to him again.
Yeah, send it to me, please.
Sure. Yeah, the Tartan Terror did. This was the first logo I had made, and he did absolutely fantastic with this
he
logo.
made the consolation one around the same time.
Oh, that's right. He sure did.
And fine print.
I still can't believe Mr. Ron Rumble didn't give us not one get ready in the CAC promo. Whew. Not a one.
And I appreciate him for it. Let me tell you how much I appreciate it.
It was too powerful. He took his foot off the gas.
Get ready.
He saw the brick wall that was Rambo Apocalypse and hit the brakes instead of the gas.
What is the stat skill here?
So let's get some stats. We got Power 5.
All right.
We got Tech 9.
All right.
Agility 10. Strike 6. Sub 7. And grapple 8.
Oh, so you swapped it from the other day when we were talking.
Yeah, I decided to go a little different.
That's fine. I like this more.
In the chat.
Facebook or here?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to me.
Yeah, you get it.
In the chat, it's fine.
Or
I was telling him it's like if you do the Tech 10, Agility 9, Grapple 8, you run into every single competitor that Pate plays.
Yep.
And then it's like, which is it's funny, but it's like that stat line is just so popular.
Mm-hmm.
Like that top 3 has just always been popular. Because
I figured we'd swap it up just a little bit after we talked about it.
Yeah.
Loudmouth Leo sending me pictures riding a horse right now.
That's right, baby.
That's right.
Tell him to make the circle thing next.
Do the real thing.
Hello, it's a penguin in the YouTube chat.
I'm good. Because we used to do that, just do like the circle, just say like once a day, just hey, how we doing? Just do that. If he sent that on a random Thursday morning,
we need that on a card now of loudmouth riding a horse like the
Just
old Spice
underneath.
commercials.
It's gonna be him on Bombada. Just on top of it.
Morning, guys.
My God.
Oh my!
What up,
$20 is $20.
That's the card name. $20. $20. Yeah.
Oh boy, on sale right now.
New card, Leo eating ice cream from the freezer.
Bruh, there is not enough money in this world to have a card of loudmouth eating ice cream.
So
Draws
funny.
all the dimes.
What?
It's still one of the funniest things. My first round draft pick of the Real Beaters comes in. We talk for a few minutes, makes it through like a round or two. Is passed out on the couch with the camera still on his face for the rest of the draft. I'm asking Swaggy and Paul how we feel about Lord of the Dance. Just passed out on the couch.
That's right, baby.
Oh, I love him so much.
Pizza roll.
Aren't we all, girl?
She has
Mhm.
pizza rolls here.
We might be
That's
doing
right.
a
You got pizza roll money, huh? Man, we can't pay fines. You better be
right.
screwed.
Hey, buy one get one at Publix.
Yeah.
Hey.
Are they?
Yeah, all the time.
Like that's
Yeah.
they were buy one get one at ShopRite for like $12, and it's a big bag of like 500. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa,
I
that's
got
a gigantic. Yeah.
I got 4 kids. 500 pizza rolls last me, a week.
Not
got-
long.
I was about to say a week.
A week is bad.
You got 4 kids under what, like 8 or
10.
9?
10.
Under 10. Yeah. So yeah, y'all go through some pizza rolls.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know it was pizza too.
I don't know. I don't know if it's any good, but I was thinking when you roll 5, you said draw a card, right? And
Right.
then you may discard a card you have in play. I don't know if that's really good or bad.
So,
It's not on the turn.
Let me read you so what I would like is something similar to the original Hollywood heavyweight title gimmick, and you may be able to come up with something that is pretty good. But this is what, and obviously I don't expect to get the exact gimmick because it's really, really good.
It's a title belt. It's
Yeah,
strong.
I was about to say it's a title belt, but it's +1 to your 5 and 6 skills during your turn rolls. Once per match, you may discard this, or you may turn this card over and discard 3 cards in your hand to stop any card. Now, I have no idea how we could incorporate anything like that, but
that is why when we were talking about it, just kind of like if we were strictly honoring that belt, I compared it to Anniversary Ombre, right? Because it's like +1 to the 5.
Yeah.
Air fryers are a great thing, folks. If you don't
they
have one,
are the best.
I recently
That's
got
the only thing I use anymore is my air fryer.
Same with me.
I got my combination toaster oven and air fryer, and I got a new one that has a rotisserie grill option.
Oh.
Nice.
Is this,
Do you
is this
have
too
a
good? I don't know if it should be 5 or 6 or just 5.
I mean,
I don't know. Is that really, really just way too good? Or
what's is it? What is Mike Dibbs?
or
like
at the
Dip is
beginning of the
very
game,
free
I
to
also
stop.
thought about this as well. At the beginning of the game, I had to choose a card type, so whether it be strike, submission, or grapple, and it has to be that for the rest of the game. So I can't just say, "Ooh, I'm getting hammered with strikes, and now I'm going to swap over to just doing strikes." So,
Carlos,
but
said, why not both?
well, why not? Though?
There's Kurt Polka saying it's Rambo. Give them both.
Hey.
I mean, King Pink and Company are one type always.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I didn't want to do is just, basically, I don't want to say make it irrelevant, but you know what I'm saying. Like, just completely, basically, cuck it out of the way.
Yeah, you don't want to power creep too much, kind of thing.
Correct.
Well, you have a 1/3 chance of doing this. Which again, I don't know if it's just like at the end of the game, I have 10 cards in my hand. If I lose a bunch of rolls in a row, I'm just not getting hit, right?
Well, that and you can also just go for count out.
Yeah.
Very true. El Gato is pretty good. He blanks.
When you roll 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He blanks, so he can just get hit by a blank finish.
Yeah, which some people are scared of, but late game, it's not as bad. I don't know.
McPeak puts his wording in real quick. Choose at the start of the match, choose strike, grapple, or submission. When you roll 5 for your turn, you may discard 3 cards to stop a card of that chosen type during that turn.
The only thing
Well,
with this
if
is,
it was only 5, I wouldn't limit it to one type,
Oh.
and if I go up against Sabrina,
which is hilarious. Yeah.
I'm cooked regardless, bro.
You ain't stopping your life. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I'm negated by Mrs. Apocalypse. See,
Yeah.
Jeff, it's already on it
there you go.
anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's pretty good. No, you just can't get hit with a card late game.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that something you want to try? I mean,
And,
5 and
I mean,
6 might be a problem, but 5, I don't see any issue with discarding 3 to stop a card.
5 for any.
Personally.
Jeff says 5 for any type, 5 or 6, pick a type. Yeah, I'm fine with this. I mean, unless
you want to change it to power, right?
what's that?
Let's see. Hold on.
When-
Hold on.
Cook it.
Roll
It's cooking.
power.
This
Yep,
might be
go,
fun.
baby.
Hold on.
He's cooking.
So your wife wouldn't hit this.
Oh,
There we go.
well, no. If it,
But
if
would it
it's,
still
it,
because
no,
it would
yeah,
be
yeah,
5?
that wouldn't matter because it's your opponent's turn roll. It'd still be 5. It doesn't matter.
No,
It would
but it
still
wouldn't
hit.
blanket because this is during your turn, right? So like I look at it during my turn. I did roll power. My gimmick is currently not blank. I'm gonna discard 3.
Oh, I see. Because it's only during turn roll kind
Right.
of thing. Yeah.
Because you're not playing a card during the turn roll. So
Yeah. What do you think on that?
I like it. If you roll, yeah. What is it? Do we want to have the stop discard all cards? in
Yeah,
play. It is.
That's it.
And then the other thing, let's see what we could do with your finishers with a belt. What's the name of this one?
So this is the Star Uppercut trademark. I love Mr. Pollywood down in the corner.
It does look a lot. It looks like him in like a weird way. It's really funny. Who's getting hit?
Everyone's in me.
Ah, yeah, I wasn't sure if it was custodian for a second, but the trench coat makes a lot more sense. Big everyone's enemy guy.
Absolutely. And so one small thing, I don't know if we can do this because this is a nod to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which is my favorite video game. I didn't know if we could, because I'm sure this would probably interfere with the text box.
What was it called, real quick? I'm sorry.
My bad. The Star Uppercut trademark.
Okay.
And so I wanted to have joined the Rambo APOC Fun Club today, but I think that would probably interfere where we're trying to put the text. So for the finish
What do you
roll.
mean have that? Like where?
So like, you know how in some art we have the little text bubble where it's, he's saying this. And so where this comes from is Lil Mac is, doing the Star Uppercut and Doc Lewis is providing him, in between rounds, a little information. And the best one is he says, Mac's in trouble and he's, getting killed by whoever it is. And he says, don't worry, Mac, join the Nintendo Fun Club today. And it's the most useless information. I'm like, that would be hilarious.
Schmidt, can you put that in like a speech bubble quick and see where we could put it?
Sure. join the Rambo Apocalypse Club today. You said
It just has to be Rambo APOC. You don't even have to type out all of Apocalypse. Join the Rambo APOC Fun Club today.
okay. Give me a second.
What is your 6?
My 6 is Strike.
Oh, and there you go. There's the title belt.
Perfect.
I mean, this is really good. I don't know if the 1 crowd meter is enough of a restriction. 2 kind of, I don't know, does its job. I mean, there is a lot of burial hate, but I don't think that really solves it too much. If you hit him with it, you'll be on. I think you have like hook the top rope and a lot of stuff.
Right. I was about to say, it's not too difficult to get the crowd meter 1 anyways, so.
No one ever plays the crowd meter is considered -2 stuff to shut these things off. But
right.
At least they're there. I feel like you need something that clears the board, right?
Absolutely.
You want 8-bit text for this?
Oh, that would be wonderful. Love me some 8-bit cards. And the text, obviously, but.
That's true, but you have a they instead of the crowd meter.
Good looking out, Michael Kirk.
Yeah.
Michael Kirk, the gift that just keeps giving.
Show of the Year winner.
Deserved
American Hero per Brian, wait for it, Schmidt, Michael Kirk.
He paid the fine? Is that what made him a hero?
No.
Also Bombada. Sorry, I just saw the latest one.
What is it called again? The Star Uppercut TM?
Yes.
Hello, mama girl.
Oh.
Hello. What's up, mamas? What happened?
We just got back from Dunkin' Donuts and we saw Grandma Tess.
Oh,
And
how's she feeling today?
She was not up. She was sleeping.
Oh, so you didn't get to talk to her much?
No.
Did she get to eat? Do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's good. She's eating again, right? And what are you eating? Avocado toast?
Yeah, I have a donut for me.
You like a little basic girl already. See that?
Hi.
Saying hi. You got avocado toast? Just gotta get your avocado toast in, right, girl? Look at Rambo stomping on Dustin.
I love that we were able to take this picture at Southern Fried as well.
Oh, that was amazing.
Now, also, Steve, let me tell you this as we're getting ready for this, because this may be something that you can incorporate with clearing the board as well. So we know how much I love Loudmouth, and I asked for his blessing because my favorite finish in the game is I scream, you scream. That's right, baby. But I wanted to do something, towards a nod towards him. And I asked him if he was cool with me, using. Now, obviously, it's not going to be I scream, you scream, but in the text, it will be. You have to yell out Rambo Apocalypse or Rambo APOC or Rambo Apocalypse, baby. Otherwise, the card's going to be blank.
Fine. So I get like 9 million requests of those a week.
Well,
screw you, Loudmouth. You screwed me up.
Wow.
Right?
Damn.
Did-
All right, we
But-
tried.
I was about to say we tried, but
didn't I
it's all
block this
good.
business or no? I thought I just recently blocked them. They wanted the Hardy Har Har on there or something.
That doesn't
I
shock
love
me
it.
at all, actually.
Mhm.
And
But no, I'm not upset about that. Like I said,
I'm
I didn't
sorry.
want
I
to,
love
I
you.
didn't want
You
to
know
come
that.
on here anyways
tell
and just
you
be like,
yes,
hey,
and I tell
loudmouth, I'm
everybody.
totally going to do this and not even ask you for it because he's like, no, I'm cool with it. But, whatever. It's all good.
There have just been like a gajillion requests.
Absolutely.
And some
I
of them have
understand.
been like super, like obscure too.
Oh, I'm sure. With this community, no offense meant. But yeah, I'm sure there's some that's just been ridiculous.
coming next on the Real Beaters trio. Where you have to say Real Beater.
Real beater.
Yeah, real beater.
You don't actually have to say anything. You just have to make the symbol. That's how we're going to get around it, boss.
Right.
I tried to make, yeah, right? You just.
Okay, so the name of this one, whenever you're ready, I got it for you.
Uh-huh.
This is an homage to Bobby O that I won Drew's CAC with. Thanks to Hold the Line Harry giving me Bobby O. So it's going to be Lights, Camera, Stomp.
Lights.
Talk bubbles in chat, Steve.
Unfortunately, with the elevation, we're blocking out your face.
I know. I want to see what we could do about that. He's higher than Loudmouth Leo in this one.
I mean, some nights it do be like that. That's not a lie. If you tune in on Friday nights, you'll see that for sure.
They're
Oh,
asking,
boy.
can you make Stomp up 2 points and like make the Stomp bigger than the normal lights camera?
Who's they? You say they like
the
it's
chat?
like a group of
It's Princess
people.
Anika.
Yeah.
Princess Anika said that.
I respect Princess Anika's opinion, so I will try if you think that would be cool, Mr. Rambo. What do you think? You
I
want to
love
do
it.
that? Oh, hold on.
Yeah, it looks good.
Do you want to put Stomp like bigger?
No, that's perfectly. However, however you can make it work. I'm not going to be picky about it.
Princess Anika said, so I can't have a finish called Sweet Caroline that gets boost if the people watching sing along. just makes me think of the extremely drunk Mox entrance before.
I'm the king of the death match.
Yeah. First, if you would get a bonus,
lit.
right? And you were in like a heavily Caucasian environment, like
Oh, yeah.
plus one for each person who says "oh" after it. It'd be like the strongest finisher.
At
ever.
Grand Gathering, you get plus 100.
I was about to say undefeated in Ohio.
Yeah. I think what he was suggesting was this.
Funtime Bob. I think they play in a bar, so Funtime Bob is just gonna become a world's like he's gonna take that thing straight to worlds because he's just gonna play the Sweet Caroline finish and the whole bar goes.
Yeah. Is this what you wanted here?
That looks great.
Like Stomp bigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Sweet Caroline.
Talk bubbles in the
Has anybody saw the Trevor Noah stand up with that?
I have not.
I have not.
I haven't seen
It
that.
was
I've
okay.
seen some
It was-
Trevor Noah stand up. I haven't
It
seen
was
that.
okay. It wasn't like so. Basically, he had like a how really like, good callbacks. They like have a joke and like comes back at the end. And he like in the beginning of the show he does like the national anthem and like nobody sings along. And at the end of the show he does Sweet Caroline and like the whole audience in like unison sings along. And he's like, like his punchline was something along the lines of like when I did the national anthem, not one person chimed in. What's up, baby? Tell me what happened.
That I eat all the time
Uh-huh.
with mommy, and she's cold, and she's in my spot where I go every time.
Who's in your spot, baby?
Uh-oh.
Beanie,
Oh, okay. Well, let us sit there. It's okay.
but it's my spot.
You gotta call fives on it, girl. You gotta
Good.
take five. Did you call fives? No, we gotta call fives. When you call fives, that
Seat
means
ch-
you
you
can't
gotta go
take your
seat
thing.
check.
Seat check.
Seat
Yeah.
check.
Hit it with a seat
All right.
check. That's what we had to do all the time. Now I'm just like, get up.
Oh yeah. I'm like.
Now that I'm grown, I'm like, get up.
I'm like, you really
Yeah.
want to play this game with me? I'll go through you.
You ever do the thing where you straddle the seat behind and just drop in the chair? That
Yeah.
usually works pretty well.
That's it. The finish that you were doing on Poverino.
Yes, yeah. That's what I'm just doing the non-competitive press.
Non-competitive press.
Oh my god.
This is how it's gonna happen. Someone's gonna take my seat at Chuck's. This is why I normally pick like just the easy chair off in the distance. By the way, if there's like a recliner, I'm going straight for that, so I don't ever have to deal with this.
Do you think like I was thinking give some triggers if you use your gimmick, right? Like would this
Yeah.
be use it like if you gimmick
Double
discard
bonuses.
3 and like one I thought double bonuses could be cool on one of them. I was like also thought make it a lead, I don't know if that's
I like the double bonuses more than I do.
I was-
Just because now, like, I've got to where with all the new counters out for it, like, I've just got to where I don't really play many that do the lead follow-ups now. I just like going, one card or lead follow-up, and then I'm going to try to cook you with the finish.
Right. And then like having to discard 3 cards, like
Yeah.
it's like it
Yeah.
kind of deserves double bonuses.
Right.
If that's one of the ones that you kept.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean I was not saying that you couldn't do both, like one on
Oh,
one,
sure.
one on the other, like one is a lead, one is double bonuses.
I
I mean
see.
again,
Yeah.
if you prefer double bonus on this one,
You cook, baby. You got better ideas than I ever could have ideas. So you just keep going. You ain't done me
I
wrong
did want to
yet.
have something that cleared the board. Those are pretty good because they get rid of like resto potions and stuff.
Right.
Like, I happen to like that.
But it's like you could do the double bonuses on the grapple and then the resto effect on the sub or something.
Yeah, that would work. So you'd have to stop a card by discarding 3, and this would have to be the 4th card, and then win the next turn roll. So I
Right.
think it'd be 3 cards.
It's not like it's going to be easy to get these bonuses doubled, so. Or whatever we decide to do with it.
Is this too insane?
No.
2 to power.
5 to a 9, 6 to a 10. It's strong, all right.
But it's got to be, the
Yeah,
requirements.
you have
be
to
met.
discard 3 cards. Yeah. You have to have rolled 5 and discarded 3 cards.
And then win the
Yeah.
next turn roll.
Correct. Yeah. All right. I get it now. Yeah. It requires a very specific set of circumstances.
Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you get 5 to 7,
6 to 8,
6 to
8 to
8,
9.
and 8 to 9. So yeah.
Which
I
is
mean-
still good.
Yeah.
Which is it's really good on its own, but if you can get that specific thing, it's gonna hit like a truck.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's literally what I want to happen, with this
Yeah.
finish. That's what I wanted to really be kind of my main finish was this
Yeah.
finish on Dustin.
Chuck is gonna hit you with this. You know this, right?
Oh,
He is-
absolutely.
he
Not a
is-
doubt.
He is gonna have that happen every time.
Chuck Luck is going to hit that 5. He's going to discard 3, roll a 10 the next turn roll, and just cook me with that grapple and just
Right.
double all the bonuses. Chuck Luck sucks.
It could be tough. The fact that I 2-0'd him and he hit me with 2 crowd meter 110s for our Faction Wars matches, and I broke out of both is still crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Isn't it a beautiful thing?
Good thing it
Now, the
wasn't
reason
good
why
thing it
he's
wasn't
on
the-
this is
beefy
because
arm. You'd be in
he paid
trouble.
for the CAC. So.
It is my left arm. That I was gonna say
Yeah.
you're looking at
Yeah.
CVA commission, not not
Right, real beater. I beat up on.
You
Oh,
would have needed the
you're
full
you're
body.
a lefty?
I am a lefty, yeah.
Yes, we talked about this. What
I'm a
is this one
supporter of the
called?
Leftorium.
So
Yeah.
we got two possible names, and I'll either let you and Drew decide or whoever wants to decide. But I've got two names. I've got the original name, and then I've got a name after I saw this art.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so the original name for this is denouement, and it's spelled Denouement. Or, after looking at the art, the other name for this could be Real Beat This.
Oh
If
my
it was
God.
on the real beater, that would be perfect.
But no, if it was on the Real Beater, that would not be happening.
No.
It would not be anatomically possible.
You would
Yeah.
be just like.
I would be lifting you up. You would be up off the ground already.
But when I saw the art, because the inspiration for the art was MJF's Salt of the Earth, and where the hand placement is, I was like, "Oh baby, on Drew, Real Beat This." Oh me, but either one I'm fine with. I don't care which one it is.
What was the first word you said? I never heard of
So
that.
denouement, it's spelled Denouement, and there's an acute accent above the first E.
All right, you gonna do that one more time.
Oh, I
Right?
got you, baby. N-O.
Sorry.
No, you're good. U-E-M-E-N-T.
And what does that mean?
So it means basically like the finish, the climax, it's over.
That's the French.
Yes.
That's a pretty dope name, not gonna lie.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like to learn something once in a while, so I was think that is it just denouement or is it?
Yeah, that's it. Basically, like I said, it just means it's it's done.
Brother,
You cook, bro.
in the non-Cajun South, we call that the denouement.
Well, I cannot wait to hear all the people try to pronounce this.
Oh,
this is
yeah,
going to be absolutely fantastic.
Ron Rumble going to be the only guy in this sector that's going to get it right because he's from New Orleans.
Right. Who dat, baby? Shout out, Mr. Rumble.
Mr. Pollywood saying it looks like he's climaxing for sure. Mr. Ron Rumble saying, yeah, that's right.
Well, how often, like, what spotlights do people play besides Resto? And I guess people wouldn't play it against you, right? That'd be interesting.
Resto is one of the only ones that it's the most play. Can you afford this? I guess.
Well, you have the
really,
option
now
to
we
not
got the
use
All
those.
American line and
I
brawling and punching.
I was about to say I still use Can You Afford This on my because I use either Can You Afford This or like the Searcher on that line. Yeah, because All American block is yes, it's to the hand, but it's only a finish. I can get follow-ups and stuff back for You Can't Cage Me, etc. But Scratch is decent too.
Maybe skill card be better.
I forgot about the scratch line.
What am I? Oh,
everybody does, man. They're always good.
All right, Steve. I'm giving you the E with the accent on top.
Thank you.
Right.
Isn't there just a way to do it on the keyboard?
I don't know.
It's I know how to do it on like a Android keyboard, but I do not on a on like an actual keyboard.
I don't either.
Paul said FOK, the scratch line. Yeah, I used that against him when he was Kota Ibushi for Underworld title. He did not enjoy it. Because he had to choose whether to blow up my 19 or scratch. And
I love the scratch line. I think it was just good enough to like. It's super balanced, right?
Yeah. I had.
It's like not as good as switcheroo, but like when it does help you, it feels great.
Yeah.
I think I had Potion Uprising in play, Skullduggery Potion, and Scratch in play, and he had to choose to discard Skullduggery or Scratch, and he was in absolute hell. He did not want to discard either.
Skullduggery Potion, I think, is one of the most underrated cards in the game.
Well, I was running it because I could pick it up with Potion Uprising and couldn't be removed from play against Coda.
Yeah, I did that against Fox Assassin in one of the rounds.
Yeah.
I like it in general just to have like if my 13 is live and I have my 25 at the end of the game, like you're in those matches where like they are no longer throwing their strike finish. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna throw it offensively and get my finisher back, or whatever the grapple finish rather. But I think
Yeah.
they're really good as like a Swiss Army knife thing.
I'll do that. On my super protected stuff like that. I think that's where I typically put like a beat down in the corner just to flip something if they top deck it.
Oh, I love beat down the corner. I mean, I actually feel at this point I can't play a game like confidently without knowing I have at least one of those in my deck because I'm just so accustomed to being able to throw that at the pass berry stage that like when I don't even have it as an option, it feels weird to me. It feels like a huge loss, like where people go like all in on the same stop line.
Yeah.
I feel like I need at least one, whether it's a 19 through 21 or like my 14 or something. Like I just need something that'll disrupt people. So how do I do this? Anybody know on the keyboard? It's on which one?
It's the first one. The first
Here?
E. Yeah.
Somebody got to know how to do this. Come on.
Michael Kirk pointing out your opponent, not you opponent. I feel like that happens every week.
Yeah.
Consistency is key.
Right.
Discard all cards. Yeah. I mean, I probably have some form of like dyslexia or something. Who knows? Who knows, my friend? But I do a lot of the same mistakes over and over again. Technique.
Alt 0201.
Alt
0201. Alt 2.
So hold Alt 0201. What a
Ah, there you
what
go.
a magic. Magic.
Wow.
The
That's
acute
respect
accent,
from the
baby.
wit, right? There it is.
Straight up did not know how to do that.
I don't either.
It took a moment too. I was like, did it work? And then bam.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you feel about this? Is this too good? Not good?
We got 1 to power, 3 to sub, so the sub will be 7 to a 10. You get +1 possibly for each skill requirement. I mean, I don't feel like that's too because you're possible to get a +2 in theory if they have it out there.
At most,
yeah.
At most, and if they're running it like running like a beg for mercy or whatever, you need to walk into it.
Right.
Or I guess this would be 7 seals. You walk into 7 seals.
7
cool.
seals.
That's +1 to my finish, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool too, right? If you get 7 seals, it like juices this up a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's the worst is when you're walking in, like you're playing somebody you know is going to be playing 7 seals. And you're like, crap, I've got to play it anyways if I want to, go through this.
I mean,
and it's
even
like,
if they
okay,
don't,
go ahead.
right? Like if they 7 seals, not 7 seals with like alien invasion you or
Mm-hmm.
like colossal smash, right? You can like ramp up and get through to it.
Yeah.
Or I mean, they might just have choke on the smoke, right? They like
Right.
kind of have to think back.
It's the mixed bag for Vacation Commissioner. You get stat boosts and finish roll boosts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Yeah. All right, let me save that up then. I'm going down, man. Oh boy. Expand the universe, new files. Ready? Let's see if I can do this from memory. There's no chance at this. I'm gonna say right now.
Denouement. That's how you say it,
No, I'm
right?
dead. I'm already dead in the water.
OUEMENT.
Oh, it's close. All right, so we wanted to see if we could put this little thingy in here.
Also, you are assuming that John Constance doesn't know how to pronounce this finish. He cannot.
He cannot.
Where's the thought bubbles? I swear I just downloaded this.
Let's say you had it for the 718. Excuse me, 718.
You don't speak out here up in the tri-state. It's 718.
It like says it's right there. It's so weird. It's like not coming up in Photoshop, but I see it in my downloads. Now there's gonna be two of them left. Oh, there it is.
Hey.
There you go.
It's 71.8. Oh,
The 71.
Oh, where did Paul go?
Oh, it's on the other one. It's on,
it's on
the
the strike.
strike.
It's on the strike.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm losing it today, guys.
Oh,
I'm
you're doing
done.
great, baby. You're
Oh,
almost
like,
there.
Steve, you're doing
I'm
fine.
coming down the home straight. Here we go. Like here?
Yeah. That would be perfect. Like I said, just right above him. So it looks like he's saying join the Rambo Pop Fun Club today.
Fun club, not fan club, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fun. F-U-N.
Yeah.
It says fun.
Yeah, it says fan. Oh,
It
no.
definitely
says
say,
fan.
I was gonna say it says fan.
Hold on. I have it up still.
It definitely says. Hold on, I'm gonna parlez-vous this.
I can
Swing in the Schmidt.
whatever.
There we go.
Oh, look at you. Just
Big
erase
brain.
that little dot right there. You'd be all right.
Yeah. The slash right across. Just
Anika is wondering if you could stick it over the wrist tape since the wrist tape's wrong.
good. I don't know if that would interfere with the text or anything.
That might be an issue, yeah.
Just because it's so close to the.
Like here?
Yeah, I think
It
it's
would-
better over.
wouldn't look right,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
don't look there.
Oh, we gave it a shot.
We tried.
So they're trying to remove this wrist tape, right? Is that what the question is?
Yeah, I believe Anika has said that the wrist tape is wrong.
Is that all that would need to be done? Is remove the wrist tape?
It depends what
Anika,
Anika
yeah.
wants done with it. It's been done wrong so often, it's hardly worth quibbling. Sorry. I understand that. I've had my hair change color like 3 times. It's been brown. It's black on Just Business.
But just removing it would solve the issue? That shouldn't be a tough fix. All right. Lights, camera, stomp.
Mm-hmm.
I need a spotlight on this one.
While we're sitting here looking for the spotlight, Steve, who do you think is going to win out of Chuck and the Enforcer for the Hollywood Heavyweight Championship?
Which competitors?
So Chuck is using Candyman with the Hollywood belt, and he's facing off against King Cold, played by Larry.
Oh boy. That belt seemed real good.
Mm-hmm.
Candyman also very good.
Very good.
I will say, if anything throws people off their game, it's minusing their hand size into oblivion. So I'm gonna say that the enforcer is gonna pull this one off
That's cool.
due to his opponent not being able to use it to impact his family.
And you boy, Chuck is definitely known for deck teching. That's something he's definitely known for.
Well, Trey likes Larry, so I don't know how much hope he's getting.
Uh-oh. Chuck may be in trouble then. All right, I got one more for you. We got the AC Online Championship. We got El Hombre Cybernetico playing as himself as El Hombre Cybernetico.
Okay.
And the belt basically is kind of like Pulverizer, where he can discard to add to his breakout roll, versus the chosen one, Colby Cram, as Chris Bay.
Oh man, this one's tough to call.
Right?
El Hombre Cybernetico, he's a good player. Versus the chosen one,
Ooh.
I'm gonna say it's a pick'em. But I'll go with my man El Hombre Cybernetico, just on the tri-state battles here. He's gonna retain.
There you go. And we got one more that I want to ask you about while we're doing this. We got the finals of the Old School Open that you generously gave a discount code to all the people to buy those Old School packs. We got the back versus the SRG Joker.
Who's the back?
Mr. Pollywood.
Mr. Pollywood.
Oh, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Allegedly, it's Mr. Pollywood. We're not sure, but
okay. All right. Versus
he's playing as is it the Stone? Is that the competitor's
he's playing,
name?
I believe it's the Stone. Yes.
It's the Stone, and
Yes.
Joker's playing as Above Average Warrior.
Yep.
I heard some good stuff about the Above Average Warrior deck this weekend. And that came up in one of my chats. I'm going with the SRG Joker, the Above Average Warrior.
No respect to Hollywood, but yeah, I gotta.
I respect the heck out of Pollywood.
I said no disrespect to him, but
yeah.
It's my boy.
I'm backing Joker.
Nah, Paul got it, killing it.
All right.
He's the back will be cracking. The just put up 10 points in a Faction Wars round in like 10 point in like two in like he won tag, he 2-1 Nealon and won the tornado.
We had a brutal draw in tag team.
No,
I think if the line could have picked their team, they would have picked the same team.
They did not appreciate the fact, or Chuck did not appreciate the fact that Paul had tag team cards in his deck. He ran Hold'em and Hog Time in an absolute disrespectful move to me, and then he had Making Waves. He hit Chuck with Making Waves, and Chuck was so upset.
Oh my god, that's a hilarious play though.
Oh yeah, because it's like, well, he did Hold'em and Hog Time because it's like, yeah, I'm not throwing a submission into El Pollo anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And we also found out it's like, oh yeah, new high roller Finnish grapple has +1 to sub, and he rolled 10 to an 11 in Ring of Fire.
Tell me more about this high water tech, please.
High roller.
High roller.
Hey, you made it.
High roller.
I don't need to tell you nothing. You made it.
High roller.
What else has he got going on that deck list?
Oh
yeah, I'm a big high roller guy. His spotlight is pretty cool.
He just plays back cards, man. He really can't get back hurting out of his mind. He just plays back from the brink. Number 26, back shots.
I'm surprised how much play leveling back up gets.
I love that card.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Yeah, shuffle it. I mean,
it's not a bad card by any means. It's just a really good card.
Yes, says you can find out more if you make the finals. You specifically can find out more if you make the finals. You just get to play.
That was the joke. I was trying to. Yeah, that's why I was like, tell me a little bit more about this deck tech that you got.
Yeah. He loves cards that bury your opponent's discard pile.
Yeah.
You do too. After a couple Faction Wars rounds of Sergeant Yoga.
I will be very honest with you. I am I'm doing very well with Sergeant Yoga, but I am heavily regretting not taking my boy Chainsaw Jimmy, baby.
Yeah,
Sergeant
that's
Yoga
what
is good. He's just not my play style. I like to go like from,
all forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's on your winning team? I can name some of them. I know we have Rara, Nicolo Mai, High Roller.
Correct.
What else you got?
Underworld is Admiral Grumpy Thunder.
Oh, nice.
Global, yeah. Global's Jigsaw and me.
Yeah.
Hardcore is Yasmin as Tartan Terror. Intergalactic
Yeah.
is Dan as Ava Firecat.
Oof.
Tornado, we have Immortal Brick Brothers, Warrior version, and then Trios Team Valiant, Grapple 30.
Yeah, that's how like I feel like that's Trio's value. And
Oh,
Team Valiant?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, he played against Chuck, and Chuck is playing higher class, right?
Yeah.
And Zach is decked out, and Chuck still has like 18 cards in deck
Uh,
because he draws 2 every time he wins a turn roll,
Yeah.
which is the ultimate Zach.
It was a
play style.
singles character.
That Team Valiant was, or
Oh no, the other
Brick
no, I meant
Brothers. Yeah. Oh
yeah.
yeah. Believe me, we've heard it from Loeb and Pulverino how it was a singles character and should be a trios.
I mean,
yeah, and those people responsible stopped speaking to me because they felt that the change was unwarranted and unfair.
It's has a possibility when back faction wars. I heavily disagree with them respectfully. Same with Rara Perry. Right, we almost took higher because of the way the faction wars draft worked. We felt that taking old school early was worth it, so we almost took High Roller because we loved him so much. But we took the cheat code Rara Perry instead.
Yeah, I had Bronsberg very high on the list.
Bronsberg real good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Did Dan alt art the strike version? Oh jeez.
He did.
Oh my god.
He sure did.
Oh my god. Bombado saying he had fun playing Bronsberg. Yeah.
Bronsberg, big fun.
Who took the refinery out?
Themselves.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Dead.
Yeah.
What? It's true.
I know. That's the reason
yeah.
it killed me just now. Like I'm done. Like it's he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
As
yes, Babada, he's not wrong.
Yeah, it's like I'm the first one to tell Bombada, you could have won. It's like you are not that far behind. You could have won. That's why it's like, but you chose your decision. You chose not to.
You chose poorly.
That's as may be, but you chose it. All right. Yeah, James Booker was very nice in our faction wars round. We had proxies all over the place. It was sick. They well, it's like Chuck was like, "Oh no, I don't have my entrance," and I was like, "Chuck, what entrance are you running?" Director of Operations. I could not care less.
You know, it's not that Chuck doesn't have it. It's he did not know where it was for obvious reasons.
Absolutely. I don't know where half my entrances are. I didn't bring mine that day either. I borrowed Trey's.
There's also a big difference as to why you may not know as compared to why Chuck doesn't know where his is.
Mine is because I'm a freak who doesn't organize his cards. Chuck is just on the Hobbit's leaf. That's my lawyer, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't worry. The hot tub will be back eventually, baby.
Deposition coming May 1st.
It's just been how long now?
I bought one of the inflatable
3
ones,
years.
and it lasted for a while. It was like the greatest thing ever, and then eventually broke. But they're like pretty affordable. They're like $300-400.
I have
And,
mine was not. I had a built-in one, like really nice one, and then I was getting something fixed in it, and the repairman chose to install a transformer while the power was on, and it blew up.
Oh my god!
Wow.
And after trying to fix it for over a year, it wasn't working. And I was like, "Just buy me a new one because you broke it." And they said no. And I was like, "All right, court it is."
And you won?
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's actually been in process this whole time, and I'm just now going to be doing a deposition. Oh,
I hope you win.
I hope I do too. I'm getting a call from my boss. Be right back.
Yeah, it's insane that he has gone through this because literally I was not there, but I've been, talking to him through the whole process. And it's like literally they basically screwed up his hot tub and have refused to pay for it. And it's like, bro, like if you didn't, and they even said that they sent out a repairman that basically didn't know what he was doing because they have trouble hiring, finding quality workers and keeping them. And so they blew up his hot tub basically and was refusing to pay for it. And I was like, I don't blame you. I'd take him to court as well.
Yeah, it's annoying because like even if you win, you still got to go to court.
Right.
Crap. Like it is annoying.
And hopefully they'll settle out of court. That would make it easier because why would that, when you know that you did something wrong, like why wouldn't you just go ahead, settle it out of court instead of, going through the whole process?
He done blew up my hot tub.
You done blew it up. It gone.
I put a bunch of entrances with decks they were used with, then got home and 100% forgot what I did with that. And it was running. I was like, "Where's my hardware check go?" Just went to Zanika.
Yeah. There's a number of cards and I'm very organized. I pride myself on being very organized, even though my desk is not organized right now. But I pride myself on organization, and there's so many of my cards right now. I'm just like, where is this card? I know I have at least one copy of it, but I have no clue where it is.
All right, just give me a number.
All her potato chips on the floor. Yay! What is that?
Look at that beautiful man right there.
Right in the middle. Look at that beautiful man.
Oh, I love
Man, what a match we have lined up. The Penguin versus the Cheetah for the Tri-State Championship.
Oh, Lord.
After they were the finals last year. That's like a crazy,
be right back.
Crazy matchup.
A new entrance? Sorry, my boss was like, "You want to work tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah, I actually got a new puppy. I can't do it."
Huh.
I got a new puppy, and he's drunk already.
He's drunk already. Nah, he's 6 weeks old. He tries to play, bites a lot of stuff for like 20 minutes, and then he just passes out for several hours.
What's his name?
Hood.
Hood?
Yes, it's a character from a fantasy series that I read, and he's also got like eye coverings, coloring
cool.
wise, because he's part Saint Bernard.
Which fantasy series?
Malazan, Book of the Fallen.
Gropey
Grope. I was gonna say Gropak has read it. He's one of the only people I know that's read it. It's a lot. Like it is heavy. And Hood
Who's
is
the
like
author?
Steven Erickson.
Huh.
Yeah, Hood is in that universe is like he's like the god of death, and he's like super old. And he's awesome throughout the entire series. And he's very scary, but like he's as the god of death, he's like very compassionate too, which is an interesting change.
An undisputed tag victory with the Animal Kingdom. I had pitched like a cool effect for this. We're going with a different one, but I thought it'd be cool if it like gave you the tag team logo on your card.
All right, we back. Not burning down the house anymore.
Hey.
Like I
So
didn't
most
even do
people can
anything.
see. I thought this should have somewhat of a restriction. Most people said no, and we'll see what you guys say.
An tag victory with the Animal Kingdom.
Why wouldn't it let me take the text? This is so weird.
Sorry, like no, you can't do this.
What the heck?
What the hell?
What the
Yeah,
deuce?
it was funny. I took the new puppy straight from like under the lady's porch to the vet, and the vet was vet immediately was like, "Hey, can we take some pictures and put them on our Facebook?" And that thing's got like 30 likes for like a small town Athens Facebook page. It's pretty popping.
Indeed.
Why is it like the literal last thing I'm doing?
Yaz is getting his brother?
Yep. Yeah, Yaz is actually driving down Saturday and then going to be picking up a puppy on Sunday.
Oh,
I got to
nice.
text her. That's right. I got to text that lady.
I have a really bad dad joke, and I don't want to say it because I'll just bury myself.
All right, get some opinions here.
Okay.
I felt this should be limited to a stop. A lot of other people say it should just be any card. You can pass your turn to discard a card your opponent has in play.
I'm fine with that.
That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I was, when you were like, okay, a lot of people don't like this, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it's only once per match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're burning an entrance, you know, that could be impact his family or floats or something like this to just say, all right, you got to follow up and play. I just want to chunk it.
Or you got to lead him play. I want to chunk it.
Or you got to, yeah, right.
I'll play this with original.
Get rid of Let It Ride, baby.
Yeah, right.
And here's my thoughts. Like, that's what we need is some good entrances that give you the variety. Like, that's the reason I love the floats, that I think the floats is a great new entrance instead of it just being, you know, aside from Tri-State that's just going to play cock. But aside from that, like, you know, that you got Impact Family, Crime doesn't play floats now, but, you know, there's just so few that people will play because it's just, you got, what, a handful that are just really, really strong. So to me, we need some, you know, good entrances that will be like,
yeah,
I
mean, the floats is a good card. It's just in the wrong hands. It's like way too powerful, right? The twice per match was so many people like. I was using it with Ariel and Scruffy, and like just ripped through the tag of it. Where it was like, oh, we both roll power instead of losing. I'll draw 3. And,
right.
Like,
yeah.
You know, so like maybe could have been once per match and been fine. I mean, the 2 gave it some serious juice. All right. I mean, so once per match, if you ended your turn without playing a card.
Yeah, and it's you ended your turn, so it's not like you get to play. You know, you still have to do something. You've literally got to say, okay, I'm gonna pass and bury, and I'm just gonna chunk whatever you have in play. Because
maybe the Heartbreaker will use it. You know.
Yeah. And then I'm like you with floats. Like I run her with Rainbow Girl because she's fun with Rainbow Girl, and I just enjoyed it. But playing ringside ruckus with the floats and Father Light is absolutely ridiculous. All right, let's bump on agility.
Oh god.
Yeah, I mean,
baby. Like Mac Attack, right? It's like kind of crazy.
Velvet Assassin with it is pretty good.
Yeah. All right. So we are all ready to rock and roll. I am gonna get ready to say bye, man. We got the big picture and the constellation tonight. Awesome show. Thank you, Mr. Schmidt. Thank you, Mr. Michael Kirk. Everybody else has spotted some typos. For now, I'm gonna say bye, man.